Howdy YouTube. Welcome to Irish Outlaw Garage, better known as Pissing Off a Purist. Haven't been able to do that for a while because I'm waiting on parts for Artemis, our 68 ambulance. And I thought I had the parts, and well, somebody, had one job, and that was to put the water pump I need in a box that has said number of that water pump in it, and apparently that was impossible. But shit happens, right? So what are we doing today? Not a goddamn thing. Yesterday I did some cleaning. A friend of mine come over, helped me with Blanche here, our 76 Ranchero 500. Helped me get a few things, hooked up and just testing things out. Did take her for a drive. Just about a mile and a quarter, I don't know, mile and a half. Turn around and come back and realized it needs tires really bad. The oil pressure hasn't gotten any better, but I did purchase a oil pump, and I think that's the route that I'm going to take. No, I did not get a high volume oil pump. I'm a forum reader, and I had way more forums telling me to don't use a high volume oil pump in this car with your old bearings and stuff. You just it ain't gonna work. That's what I'm saying. Can't think of anything clever to say. I'm tired. But today, all I'm going to do is show you how we cleaned her up. Well, I did. I vacuumed her all out. Found some speed holes and this, that, and the other. I did hook up some gauges, like a real gauge set that I had. I've got 5 or 20. I don't know. I thought I'd get you in here. She's all cleaned out. And maybe we'll do a cold start on her this morning. Check the fluids, things like that. But she is a legal beagle. She has plates. She has insurance. And I just got to get my tire guy over here to get me some new tires on this Traeger. I might do some SOSing on this thing just to get the rough edges off of it. Not necessarily get rid of the patina of the rust, just clean it up just a little. I'd like to drive it. So tires, clean up. And I got to get some hood pins in it because I don't know where the hood popper thing went. It's gone. But let me get you in here. We'll show you around the old girl a little more now. She's cleaned up. Found some interesting stuff in here too. So be right back at you. Blanche, let me get in here, have a sit. You noticed, yeah, that would be correct. There is 0 gauge cluster in here. Why is there 0 gauge cluster in here? Because I was going to try to fix it and see why it wouldn't work, and it just kind of crumpled and fell apart in my hand, and literally you can see pieces of it down in there. It's the speedometer backing case that all their gauges sit in. It's gone. So I don't know why I pulled that out. Now it's going to suck getting back in, but right in there. Speedometer don't work anyway, so I got to figure that out. Not that I care, but I had put this in here, this oil gauge in here, just so I could drive it around and see where she was at. But I didn't have a temp gauge, so I had this one laying around with all the hoses and bells and whistles, and I need to get this swapped out yet. I'll probably put this over here somewhere where it's in my way, in my legs, so I scratched myself, beat the hell out of my leg, and then burn it on the pipe while I'm getting out. And then did not try to get this going. The down here, your fuse panel, is every single fuse and every single contact that the fuse goes into their slot is rusted. So I got to get in there with some emery cloth and get that cleaned up. But yeah, so I vacuumed her out, except I missed some spots. That just tells you how actual dirty this thing was. These are mud dauber spots, okay? There is mud dauber nests all over this car. Now I need to get this sewed up. I'm gonna do that with some fishing line. Just little things, clean her up. I haven't like wiped down the inside. This is just straight vacuumed. And you can see that it's, you know, dirty. It's old carpet, probably original. Glove box was just dirty. It had some stuff in it, but I just kind of vacuumed it out. And you know, did anyone ever use these cup holders? I never did. I don't know anybody. My dad never did. No idea. This stuff here is all unhooked, but this is pretty goddamn cool because I used to have one identical to this in the 90s. Prestige. And look, it has the CD input with mud dauber dirt in it. Look at that. I mean, what the hell? I may try to, you know, get this working again because that's old school, man. But I had to pull these out because there was mud daubers blocking these, literally blocking these. But other than that, the floors are fairly solid, but you know, I can tell it needs something under here. I haven't really got underneath there other than by the motor. I need to get through the rest of the car. The seats and the door panels are perfect. This is that, I don't know where they get this or who did it, or hell, I don't know, is it original? I have no idea, but everything works. I need to get a new window crank because I use that a lot. But you know, it's really clean in here. I got kind of lucky with this one. But let's get to the bad spots. Ready? So I was back here vacuuming, you know, got the seat all cleaned out, needs to be wiped down yet, and did the carpet, and there was a bunch of crap back in here, but then, you know, pulled this back, and yeah, you can see the floor. And you know, now you know why there's smoke. Whenever I would do a burnout, it'd completely engulf, you know, the cab. So I got to do something about that. And you know me, sheet metal and sheet metal screws and spray foam. Yep, you heard me right. I'll get you over there to show the other side now, but that's the worst of the rust here. And this side isn't as bad as the other. So, story of my life. Always needs floors or something. Yeah, I did spray her off. That's neat. But the tires had like 50 pounds of air in them, and they're old school, so they only really needed 35. And that got rid of some of the wobble, but it's still bad. A lot of this floor is good, intact. This needs, you know, some love, and that's fine. You know, I'm not going to be hauling all that. Well, I say that, and I'll probably drive the hell out of this thing and haul all kinds of neat stuff with it. But this is all easy fix. I'm just going to, you know, grind this out and probably throw some sealer in it because it's solid. Like, it's not like gone. And I don't know what they had back here, but I'm interested. Looks like something, I don't know, but there's the original fan, the original shroud. I will be getting to that in a second. Well, it's not the original fan, it's an aftermarket, but that's a good fan. So I'll be getting to that in just a minute. So here's the passenger side. And I don't have it completely taken up, but you know, I got down in there and there's, you know, it's wet, needs dried out. That's why the doors are open most of the time. I'm trying to get it to dry out, but all these damn stereo wires and crap, they can just stay there. This one I completely unhooked because it was in my damn way. Matter of fact, I could probably get it out of there. It's hooked to a switch right here, and that was your switch for your amplifier. Turn it off and on, I guess. I don't know, but you know, there's still some shit in there I need to get out. But see what I mean by these door panels? They're great. You know, I need to get a new lock thing there. Windows are solid, or the mirrors are solid. That's kind of weird. Usually all my cars are loose, but needs new door seals, stuff like that. And here's that's the gauge cluster holder thingy that goes in there. There's my extra starter key, and there's the other starter key because everything needs screwdrivers apparently. So let me get this up, and here, you know, all the amplifier crap. Get all this out of the way, and there you can see the floors clean. There is a rust spot right there. You can hear it down there. I'm gonna have to address that. And here's the other side. Get all this crap out of the way. You can see right there, this just kind of, you know, loose and stuff. I'm gonna have to work on that. Sorry about it's dark, but it's just how it is. And right there, I gotta get all these sealed up because, you know, that sucks. Smoke kind of covers the whole car. But that's the worst of it. I mean, a little bit of stuff in the floor. It's nothing major. Nothing, you know, to say that the car is worthless, because she definitely ain't worthless. She's a good car. She's gonna be a good car. So let me get all this back in here. And, you know, nothing goes here, so I'm just gonna put pieces of sheet metal. Or about running out of, between the Javelin and the damn ambulance, I've about run out of all my license plates. But oh, well, that's neat. There's your tire thing. No, you can see that? Yeah, that's cool. I didn't notice that before. Look at that. Orange peelers. Wow. Wow. I remember them when I was a kid. But that's the other thing. Yeah, might need to put a bolt in that, because a buddy of mine come over yesterday. Matter of fact, the same buddy that's going to weld the cross member plates for Artemis over there. He came over, and just as I started this thing and I took it for a little drive, you know, and while he was here, I said, he just drove up. I said, get in. He goes, where are we going? I said, first drive. And I said, okay, you know, let's hit it. Took off down the road, and I hit the gas, and he hit his head on the window in the back because the seat moved up on him. So anyway, let's check out what I've done in the engine compartment, huh? So I did a lot of cleaning up. I took the pressure washer to it. It needs it again. This ignition system is the Never Spark Ford, you know, with the pickup coil and it's going bye-bye. That's right. That's right. I washed it and it was messing with me, and I barely touched anything with water. So let me show you. This thing does not make good connection with that thing. This Who's-a-What's-This doesn't make good connection with that thing half the time, and you can see all the melting down there. See that shiny black? Yeah, the whole back side of this, it got hot. Somebody left the key on. So I've decided all this garbage is coming out, and I ordered me a cheap ass Amazon HEI. Yes, a cheap Amazon HEI. Let me tell you about these things. I've got one in the Mustang, the Cutlass, the Javelin, the red Jeep back there, and there's one going in him. There's nothing wrong with them. If you're not racing the thing and want performance, just to drive it around town and get it running, they're perfect. $65. Boom. Done. Anyway, water pump, you know, whirls the water. This thing does really good, even with the electric fans. I did install the gauge you saw in there. That goes right there. I did order the Ford kickdown equipment stuff for this so I can run the kickdown, put the velocity stack on correctly, which that'll probably let everything in. These wires are a bit shot, you know, they're not supposed to do that, but it doesn't matter. I'm putting the HEI in it, so hopefully that'll take care of that problem. Let's see. What else did I do? Oh, they had this hooked up to basically manifold vacuum, your vacuum advance. I do not do that. And this thing was running like crap, you know, like it real high idle. It was hard to set the carb and set the vacuum. You know, I hooked the vacuum gauge to my manifold vacuum here, and it just didn't run right. So I plugged that, and I plugged it right into ported vacuum. Goddamn car woke up, just completely woke up. You know, you can try any way you want, but in my opinion and my experience, ported is the way to go. Set it to ported if you're just running a stock, you know, because there's no vacuum usually anyway. I'm really surprised this thing has very much vacuum, because it's got a hell of a cam in it. I'd love to find out. When I get to changing that timing chain, we're going to find out. I did hook up the brakes right there. Stole that, you know, valve thingy off of my D100 because I'm not driving it. It's just sitting there. And then just some fuel line or whatever. Works good. Made sure all these were good, and they are, you know, I think. But just little things, guys, nothing major. Did set the fans to go off at, I believe, 190, somewhere around there. I did get it pretty close to that, and, you know, tested and blah blah blah. So this is where I'm getting to the fan part. Electric fans, don't like them. Every car I've seen on the side of the highway during Power Tour was because of electric fans. They would either burn up themselves or they'd burn up the alternator because they never shut down. If you're running around on a racetrack just going a quarter mile, eighth of a mile, and you're doing this and that, or just kind of cruising around town to go get the donuts for the kids, you know, fine, great. This big ass engine, it's getting that fan that's in the back is going back in here with the fan shroud. I'm going to leave these on as a pusher, but I'm taking them off this and I'm putting them on a switch, so all I got to do is pop her on. Or I may set this a lot higher, you know, 220, somewhere around there, because these things run at like constant, like 205, 210 all day long. So it's just the nature of the motor. But I did get a manual fuel pump for this. It's in my pickup. It's going on this car. I do not trust that Holley fuel pump that's in the back. Nothing against the Holley, nothing against their fuel pump, but I'm sick of the damn thing not working. I'm putting a mechanical pump back on this car. But I'm going to leave that Holley on there, you know. You never know, the mechanical could go bad. Maybe you need that, or, you know, maybe I'd put nitrous on this car. But that's a whole different day, different story. Anyway, yeah. The brakes have not failed one bit. They all work. Power steering has not failed one bit. It works. The only thing that has failed on me is this ignition system twice. I've been messing with that for 3 days, and I'm tired of it. So that's where we're at with it. Other than I'm going to clean up on it a little bit. You know, she's a legal beagle. And in Illinois, by the way, trucks had to be inspected. And that is what this is. This is a 1984 inspection sticker for Illinois for a truck. And I need to find a way to get these wasps out of here and extra dirt. I'm going to try to make this one work where the air works and everything. I got a buddy that's got an air conditioning system for a modified that's sitting at his house, and I'm going to go get it. So, yeah. She's a beaut, Clark. I'm going to clean these wheels up and these pipes a little bit because I don't want them to rust through, because those are, you know, they can rust through. It's possible. But just a glance over of old Blanche here, 76 Ranchero 500. What do you see what she does with a cold start, eh? Huh? All right, hold on 1 second. Good morning, Blanche. Get you some coffee. Let that clicky-clack noisy bastard make all of its noise real quick. Oh wait, you know what? I remember I ran out of gas. Shit. Hold on a second. I've noticed that Blanche is a bit thirsty. I put 5 gallons in it and I ran out. That was just driving around here and that one little trip. Hey, girl. Oops. So, we'll just put some old lawnmower gas in there. Probably have to drive it up to the gas station, fill her up, right? I got to run to keep from hiding. Run down long Sudan. And I'm not gonna let them catch me now. I'm gonna spill this gas all over the ground. Yep. Come on. This is why I have a racing container. This is bullshit. It's almost like all the warning labels they gotta put on everything now. Do not stick this here, do not eat this. Well, Karen, it's poison. It says poison, so that's right. Get it all over your hands. Well, this thing is just slow as molasses. There. Let's try that. There's at least 3 gallons. There went Zeppeli college education. What am I kidding? He's going to be a mechanic. All right, Blanche, you got your coffee. Let's see if you like it. Think it's good enough? Set the choke. 5 or 20 pumps. Man, in startup, this thing just kicks ass with oil pressure. That's why I'm thinking if I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna put an oil pump in it. Just a regular oil pump. And hope for the best, you know? Cold-natured Ford. hell of a rhythm to it, don't it? Got that working too. Damn, almost need a dance partner. He runs good, man. Like, really good. It's just that oil pressure thing. Makes me nervous. But, you know, I topped this off last night after I let it run and opened it. It's fine. But it'll be a good old car. Just remember that shit that I said earlier in another video. Don't give up. Give them a chance. They'll come back around. Just need a little love, that's all. So, I've done that with each and every one of these cars. They were all left for dead. Found in a ditch, covered in crap, found in at a house, sitting under the gutters, covered in moss and lichen, whatever the hell that shit is, found in the woods, covered in weeds and trees. Red Jeep, wrecked, completely destroyed, was totaled out. Okay? Bronco was gonna go to the junker. The black Dodge is a Dodge, so nobody wants it anyway. The Javelin sat in the weeds for 6 months, or for years, and then you know what I'm saying. The Javelin, I pulled out of the weeds 6 to 8 months ago, and it went on a 2,000 mile trip with everything in it. Motor, trans, everything. We'll get to that someday. Left in a swamp since the early 80s, was headed for the junker. She's headed to No Name Nationals. He is headed to No Name. Amber's gonna kick my ass. He is headed to No Name Nationals. She is headed to No Name Nationals. And she is headed to No Name Nationals. If I can find a car carrier, all of them are going. I got a semi, y'all. I can carry them all. Anyway, I thought I'd leave you on a high note. It's Sunday morning. Let's give her a rev, shall we? This sounds like it wants to go. Don't get no better than that. Thanks for watching Irish Outlaw Garage. Please like and subscribe, or not. I prefer you subscribe. And don't forget to check out all the other great channels on No Name Nationals. It's gonna be a party. It is literally gonna be one of the greatest parties of the year, of nothing but YouTube and mostly just car people, real car people, not the, New Balance flowered shirt, I can see your nuts through your damn shorts people that want to hear the Beach Boys all the time at their car shows. This is real car people. The ones that just get them going and just tear the hell out of them. People to piss off the purists. That's what I get out of it anyway. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the channels that are competing in the No Name Nationals and or the No Name 500, trying to get to their 500 subscribers. Go to those channels. Check them out. Give them a like and a subscribe. Help a guy out, a girl out. What's it gonna hurt? Go check out roadkillcustoms.com for all the info and all the channels. Take care of yourself. I think I'm gonna get this thing ready to go for another little cruise. Bye-bye.